I am animating a car crash all the way from rough pass, character design, well, prop design or car design, and then doing like a clean and color. And I'll show you the way that I clean and color super fast. And also how I'm able to reuse poses or only using key poses to create a full animation for these parts that are not the main action on the scene, but are just animations that happen around, and I have to find ways of optimizing my time and animate faster. So hope you enjoyed this video. So I have this sketch here, and this sketch I'm going to build a model for the car that I can have clear ideas of how the shapes work, and then I start rotating this in perspective and create a layout for the animation. So we have this rough sketch here. Now I'm going to, on top of this, I'm going to just put clear statements of how this car is going to look like. So, in terms of shapes, so I can translate those shapes in a space. Amazing. Let's go. So we have this. There you go. We have this. We have this. We have this. So here at the corner, it's at the top it gets smaller, and then here at the bottom it gets wider, and then here we go from a straight curve here into, you know what, I want to make this more squarish. There you go. So we have something like this, and then we got here this shape, and this, let's draw through. So we have something like this. This shape goes like this, and we have this. Now here at the wheels, I'll put one wheel here and another wheel here, and we're having this opening here work like this also, and here that works like this. There you go. That's a car. You can have these lights here, but I'll simplify and just have something like this. This is the car. So now the windows, I found a reference closer to this, and yeah, I like how they, yeah, it's just this same shape, but we're creating a tapering shape. We're tapering here towards the bottom, so it's like a triangular shape here, and here too towards the bottom, and we open the shape here towards the top. We open that shape, and then we cut this with a super thin line, and these will be the windows. And now for this also, they are tapering this. I'm going to show you the image, I'm using as reference. Wait, I'm using this car as reference, and see how they taper these corners. They make like triangular here at the bottom, and here at the top it starts getting wider. So I'm using this as reference, but creating my own design, just translating the information of the shapes that they are using to here, so I don't have to waste too much time on this. There you go. This will work, and also I'm simplifying that so I can easily animate these. Awesome. This is the car. Now, in which layer I am right now? This is like the model sheet. This is the rough. No. Okay, this is just sketches. Now here, let's create a layout here. So I'm going to rename this layer and create a layout. And these are going to be the main poses of the car. So get out of here on the scheme. So I'm going to freehand this car a bit. Let's go. Awesome. That must. Okay, so we're coming here like this. Something like this. This line goes like this, and now these, I will use the perspective grid that I built, where the vanishing points are, to know where are going to be these parallel lines of the car. Now these comes like that. These comes like this. Oop. Awesome. And now for this top part of the car, I'm going to sketch and freehand a bit if I can. And then on top of this, just using this vanishing point to start building all the other parts of the car. Now, the horizon line is around here, so this car perspective moves like this. This part comes like this, a bit lower, a bit there. So I'm trying to also measure this space in that volume in the space. So that'll be something like this. This volume of the top of the car will be here. I'm freehanding the vertical lines, just pushing them towards like an imaginary 3-point perspective there. And this line will come here. Oopa. Let me take this and here. Awesome. I'm constructing this car so everything makes sense. Oop. Awesome. I can add some lights here maybe. And here, this is the middle, and this wheel is going to come around here, so I'm opening this shape. Oop, there you go. Now here, where's the middle? Oop. So I'm opening this shape, and I am adding the other wheel here. Awesome. There you go. That's it for that one. Now the windows will come like this, will come like this, and open like this on top. And here, oop, we cut this shape in the middle. Amazing. Here, the same thing that I'm adding on the front windshield wiper. I'm going to add here at the bottom. There you go. A normal car. Awesome. So that's my first layout, my first key pose. Let's go to the other pose, which is going to be this one. So for this one, let me redraw here like the horizon line. Yep. Also, now here on this one, on this pose, now that it's going to be further away from perspective. Opa. Opa. No. Okay, I'm duplicating. Now I'm getting rid of this car here, and I'm going to start drawing the car here, over here. Now, in terms of size for this car, as it moves there, the size will be smaller, so it will be that size, this size compared to this size when it was here. So how we will turn the current perspective? These are the challenges. Let's go. I like to sketch first and being like, okay, which is the thing that I can start with in terms of hierarchy that will dictate how everything else will move. And now I'll do like, oh, the base of the car. I'll show the base of the car. So if I do this, I can extrude, like that's like a 3D term, I can extrude this car all the way here towards the top. I can extrude that car towards the top, or I can even just, you know what, I can even draw a cube here, draw a cube, and making all of these lines parallel, same here. But these lines here, I can connect these ones to this horizon line, and these will give me all these lines here for this cube. So this line will be something like this. Now there you go. There you go. I will lower the opacity of this. Now we'll group all of these lines. Group, and then I'm going to start drawing the same car on that perspective. So we have something like this. This is the base of the car. Now the lines at the front move forward. Oh, all the lines move forward like that. So I can just tilt these lines a bit, flipping just to see the volume, how the volumes of these parts work. In this line here, and then this line is the same line as here, so I'm just copying, pasting, and freehanding some stuff. I don't have to be like precise. But yes, as much as I can. There you go. Maybe this a bit more. Oh, like up. So I am keeping some of the volume, maintaining some of the volumes. Now these lines, this, and this creates this part of the car, but I'm making this smaller because this tapers towards the top. Flipping just to make sure I'm having this car makes sense. I feel like this volume here is too. This is smaller or thinner than what I have here. Here it feels too thick, too fat. So I'm getting rid of some volume here. Getting rid of some volume here. Get out of here. Oop. And as a consequence, I can also move these two here. So we're having these lights at the bottom. There you go. Now the windows tapers this way. There you go. We have a middle line here. Now here, the X method to find the center line. Where's the center? The center is around here. I can draw the wheels like this. Where is here the center? The center is here. Delete this part and draw this wheel here. Boop. I have to remember that this car becomes smaller as it goes further away in perspective, so this also. So by flipping, I'm tracking all of the volumes here. There you go. There you go. And this, you know what? I think this is too wide here at the bottom. Let's get rid of some volume here too. There you go. Center line, middle. Center line, middle. Boop, 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 boop. Center line, middle. Boop, around here. So everything makes sense. It's not just a car that feels wacky or just fake. This car feels with real construction. There you go. So boom, we go from here to here. Let me drag this line here. I think it's too small, so I have to make this car bigger because I am tracking the height. The height is this, but here as it turns in perspective, I was losing some of it, making the car look so small. But now I'm eyeballing until it feels correct. But I know that all the construction of this car is working. Can even make this a bit bigger, a bit taller, that part. There you go. So from here to here, and then wait. I totally get lost of the sense of this part here and the relationship between the car and this thing. So I screw up completely. These have to be smaller. There you go. In this, I think it's too big. Let me grab all of this. There you go. So from there to there, make this a bit smaller. So boom, from here to here. Now it feels better. I'm just grabbing everything and connecting this with that thing, with the horizon line. Oopa. There you go. So from here to there, and here. And the poof crashes here. So here the crash, we're having something like this. And the car, you know what, let's draw this thing like this. There you go. So the car I want to squash the car here. This top part goes like this, towards the front. This goes here like this. I'm sketching this. There you go. And on top of this, I will put the perspective lines and all that. And this thing will come something like this, maybe. There you go. Boom. This line comes down like this. There you go. Now I'm going to reduce the opacity of this and use the horizon line to build this car. Wait, where are you gonna stay in there? There you go. So this line will connect here. This line will connect here. This will connect here. So I'm building the car using that perspective, that vanishing point. And then I am just making parallel lines here. Parallel lines and connecting all of these. Oop. The wheels can go like that. Like this. Now this, okay, this goes a bit around here. And this wheel is the one that boom goes flying away. And this line is a parallel of this line, so I'm just doing something like this. And this. Okay, sure. I have to break the car. I forgot. It's a crash. That's what happens when I'm too concerned about the perspective and stuff. So squashing this part here. And making some things like this. Yes, time to save. This part actually should be smaller. So we're having something like this. We're having something like this. There's some. Now during the clean, I will add extra details to make this feel like it's completely destroyed. Boom, boom. Awesome. So now let's clean this stuff. This car, let me hide it over here. Let's start cleaning this book, and this frame comes here, and that's the final one. Yep. Actually, any other layout here. This is the crash up in here. So see, this is the other key. So boop, and
here. We need another frame here. Up. So I'm going to copy this, paste it here, make smaller, flip, and fix the perspective. Opa, opa. Wait, I need a part the window here. This one. Boom, zoom, boom. You know, actually, it's working. Just flipping it like that. I'm not being picky right now. I can actually put this over there. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, it's working. Got in some time. Awesome. Now let's clean layout. Let's put here car animation. Car anime. And I'm going to just enable this too and start cleaning this. So we come here, we choose one brush. This brush could have maybe like 20. 20 is okay. 20 is okay, and then these smooth this line a bit, and then it's just a matter of cleaning up this thing. Oop. 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 And I'm going to use this same clean frame, moving it around to create animation, so I don't have to draw each line for every frame. Now, oop. Make sure it comes like this. I'm actually thinking about simplifying also this piece. So I might consider simplifying this on this side and making two but only one. And this line comes like this. This comes like this, and this comes here. Awesome. Boom, 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 boom. Getting rid of all this, all this. Boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And here. There you go. Now these windows comes like this. Awesome. Oopa. See how that thing rounded the corners? I don't want that. Boom, boom, boom. Also, now let me look at my reference, the colors. Oh yeah, let's make two windows here. It's just some extra lines. There you go. And there you go. Oop. Oop. Come on. Boom. There you go. Now for these, let's put two circles. Yes. Awesome. That's the car. That's the car. The doors. I don't want to make this too complex, so let's not add any other line. Let's go. Now, from here, we go to the other frame. Let's clean this one. Let's clean this one. So this comes like this comes like this. Amazing. Boom, boom, boom. This line is a parallel of that one, and this line is the same one here, so you can just copy and paste it. Boop, boop, boop. And this one comes that way too. Boom, 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 boom. And here, eyeballing this part. Well, I already measured the center, so I'll go something like that. And here, so this part, I'll break this part around here. I'm eyeballing right now, just to move faster. Zoom. Awesome. Should I add? Looks like a car toy. There you go. Boom, boom. And here, bam, bam, bam. Oopa. It's just about parallel and perpendicular lines. That's it. Just imagining or seeing the box that this car exists inside of. Boom, 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 flipping, 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 and also respecting the shape designs that we established, which here's straight, here opens towards the top and becomes thinner towards the bottom. So you have something like this. Boom, boom, and this comes like this. Beautiful. I didn't know about that. I could learn something new by using reference in terms of this car choice. This car design. So that's nice. It was super cool how they use. What I learned is how they taper this part of the windows. Because I used to design those very like uniform, very symmetrical, and I was like, oh yeah, they also create dynamic shapes in the windows. So it's nice. So there you go. The door. Okay, this line comes here. No, let's get rid of these lines. Just one in the middle. Or one here. Yeah, that will be enough. 2 lines there. So cool. We have this one and this one. Now let's go for the next frame. Next frame is this, which is this same car here. I'll copy here and flip and make it smaller, put it here. Awesome. The back part feels it's too big. I don't care. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. Let's move. Boom. And then the last frame, which is the car crash. Boom. So here, boom, this part is squashing there. This part is completely destroyed. So I can play around with these crazy shapes. Boom, 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 boom. And here, no, trying to build volume here. So this comes like this. There you go. Boom. And then this line comes like this. Listen. This line comes like this. Awesome. I'll put a line here. Now I'm losing volume on this back part, so I'm adding that extra volume that I lost. Boop. Get out of here. And boop. Boop up. Get out of here, awesome. And I'm grabbing the same line, which is the parallel of this one, and well, I already screwed up the parallel. Maybe too much, but I don't care, it's closer. And this line comes here. And this line comes around here. Look. Here. And I'm going to create a 3D edge for this part too. Boom. Awesome. Boom. Maybe this is the part of the wheel. And here's where the wheel just flies away. And then if I were to draw a line here to know where this part is going to be, it's going to be here also. So I'm tracking this corner, by drawing a perspective line towards the vanishing point that I established on this pose. It allows me to know where this part of this hole of the wheel is going to start at this point. Here, also the same, from here to here. So it will start here. Amazing as an edit. There you go. The wheels goes like this. There you go, and this wheel just flies away. We have the circles here. And this top part is also crashed. Boom. I'm freehanding here because I can. So boop. Yeah, I want to make this part a bit more crash, not that straight. Awesome. Bam. Oops. Boom. And boom here. And this part comes like this. Awesome. There you go. Now this. Beautiful. That's the window that is broken now here. Let's create a more attractive shape, a building shape here. Down. Take this. Boom. There you go. I'm spending too much time cleaning this, but there you go. The animation will be fast because I'm going to reuse some of these poses and just snap from pose to pose. I also have to color this. Opa. Actually, this line comes like this. There you go. And I'm losing some volume here. I'm adding some volume there and here. This will go like this. No. There you go. Now I'm adding another line. Let me freehand this. There you go. Here's open a bit. That way. Oop. Perfect. That's the car. The car crash. Can add some lines. Nah, let's keep like that. Some stuff popping out of here. Oh, maybe that part of the car opens. Yeah. Beautiful. And then just like these type of shapes to feel like if it were like gables or stuff that the car have inside of it. Beautiful. Boom, 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 boom. So boom, boom, boom. Want to see how I animate this? No, you will not see it. No, I'm joking. Let's go. Let's animate this. How I'm going to animate this? I'm going to copy this, following the perspective lines, move it here, make it smaller. Zoom, zoom. Then here. Yeah, I don't want to rotate this anymore. So I can just play with this shape. Maybe you can move all of this like that. The idea will be to draw this frame by frame and tween this car and all of that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. Boom. Zzz. Here I can add another frame. This car moving forward, and I can tilt the car forward. And like here, when it falls down, I can squash this car. Actually, let me save the normal car. Let me save these around here. Bam, boom, so zoom. So see, I just have to copy and paste these poses, and I will make the work. From here, I can overshoot this a little bit. So I'm duplicating this car and overshooting this. And there you go. So it's like, there you go. That's it. That's it. If I were to be making like a super traditional animation style, I'll go frame by frame and maybe adding more frames. But because this is like a super cartoony, I want to just do this. There you go. Looks good. Looks good. And it's about making beautiful drawings at the end of the day. It's making beautiful drawings. I want to hold here at the top more. There you go. I can even push this frame more like this. There you go. Maybe I can overshoot the overshoot. So this frame could be down a bit, could move down a bit. So it's like, and make it like 2 frames less. Too much. Too much. The overshoot of the overshoot is too much. Maybe a bit. Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Okay, time to color this. So for the coloring, let me find a color for the bottom. Let's make that color here, and for the top, let's make the same color but a little bit lighter. And for the windows, let's make a bluish color, lighter. Oh, sorry, and for the bottom part of the car, the same color as here but darker. Amazing. Now, this is a trick that I used to color super fast, and it's that I don't color here in the color art and then no. I like to color and have separate everything, things in my color art and my line art. So what I'm going to do right now is, if you press K on your Toon Harmony file, you'll see that you can see the properties of the line. So now that I can see the properties of the lines, I'm going to the color art, and if I press K, I cannot see the properties of the line of my line art. But instead, what I can do is, to be able to see those properties, I can click here, this tool that is called, come on, give me a name. Well, that tool that you see there, and then you see that it transfers all the information, all the properties of the line art towards the color art, and I can paint here without being afraid of painting maybe the lines and all that. But I can paint just here, and you will also feel the paint. How can I say this? The color will go all the way across the line art and will not end here. See, for example, see this little gap between here and this shape that I copy and paste here. By doing this method of transferring the properties of the line towards the color, it allows me to also color and fill the line art, which is what we want. Amazing. So I go here to this other frame and I do the same. I click there and I am transferring that information. Actually, I established that this dark green is going to be at the bottom, but I like I like it like that. Okay, let's continue like that then. So, boop, transferring information, press K to reveal that, and I'm going to start painting the light here now. Also need some, let's put like an orange color for the lights here. No, where is that thing? No, well, whatever. And this comes like this, and this darker shape comes like this, the windows. And I'm flipping just to check the colors if I'm painting this properly. The ideal, I'm always like the ideal will be to, for the type of animation that I did of just moving and skewing all of these things around, the ideal will be to just color and then move all the car around. But I was not sure if that was going to work, so that's why I move ahead and I did it just with the lines. But eventually it will be faster if I color this and then I start moving the car around like the way that I did to create animation. Because now I have to go and repeat and clean these frames again, which is a bit of a waste of time. But see, again, I'm just improvising. I'm just working randomly here until I found something that I like. And that's the really cool thing about this animation, this project, and me showing all of this behind the scenes, and is that there are many ways to approach this. And when I'm working on my own animations, I'm not like, which is the professional, correct, perfect way. No, I'm like, how can I optimize my time, but also what can I do to not get bored, or even just inviting myself to explore and be like, you know what, let's try this just for fun. I don't know if it's going to work, but let's try it. So that's why most of my videos you'll see me making a lot of mistakes, or just from the 1 hour video, 30 minutes of the video have the answer, have the solution of what I want to, what is that I need to do to achieve some specific result in an animation scene. But it's because of that. I'm allowing myself to just experiment around. And you can see by watching these videos all the multiple ways of getting to the same result. And if you've been paying close attention on how I see the pattern that repeats in all my videos, and is that good posing, good drawings makes most of your animation. Here, for example, you only need 3 drawings for drawings, and I was able to cheat the entire animation. I was able to just cheat entire animation by using the same drawings. But because the drawings looks good, are beautiful drawings, the animation as a consequence will look good. So pushing your drawing skills is absolutely a must. And that's what I love the most. Just drawing. Boom, 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 boom. And this inside part could be darker. This could have the colors of the base. So I'm repeating the same pattern of colors. I don't want to color this multiple times. So I'm going to copy, group this, paste this here, and just trace on top by moving all of these lines like this. It's closer. And then this. But I don't know, nah, because I have to animate again. Those little centimeters that I move around will not have the same feeling that I already approved, and I was like, yeah, it's working. And because I know myself, I know that now take me more time until I get satisfied with the new movement. If I copy and paste again all of this. Boom, boom, windows, boom, 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 boom. And these colors of this comes like this. And pop. And then here, again, just transferring all of that information from here to there. All of this like this, black. Pam, 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 pam. And this comes like this, and color here. I forgot to add these lights here in this part of the car when it's thrifting. So I'm going to add this. This doesn't have the black outline, but that's what it is. There you go. So let's see how this looks. Wait. This is the same car. Yeah, so I can copy, paste this here, move the pivot point to this corner so I can perfectly. No. Scale this. No, I couldn't do that. Come on, I just want to paste this group. Paste. Make bigger. There you go. Now we get rid of this and everything will be at the same place because I use this tool. I think you cannot see it. Okay, and just selecting everything and copy and paste. Let's see. Amazing. You know what? I want to duplicate this and move this car a bit behind, a bit taller also, bigger. There you go. So we're showing how this car is getting inside of the frame. Just this frame. Maybe let me duplicate this. Let me move this far away. There you go. I think this will no, this is slowing. This is slowing my animation. Also, there you go. Now let's enable the entire composition. Oops, well, I'm not seeing everything. There you go. So we're having. Let's get rid of the car animation. No, the layout, car, the grid. Where's this drawing layer? The drawing layer, the reference, this drawing, and this drawing. Awesome. So we're cleaning a little bit all of this. So it's like that's how a little I am building this scene. The next thing to add will be the characters. the characters running away, like the crowd characters. So yeah, hope you like this video and see you next time. Bye.